Welcome. I would like to introduce to you the backyard. It's a place where you can bring your friends, have fun, and just enjoy. We are a small restaurant in the Colonial Zone in Santo Domingo in the Dominican Republic. And our mission is to provide customers with a space where they can enjoy typical Dominican drinks um, as well as the food that's all local and locally sourced. They'll be able to really savor this, but also know where the food comes from and know its origin. We just want to provide a really great environment for the customers and a good ambiance, bringing the outside in so they really feel like they're getting the best out of the Dominican Republic with just this one stop. So our kind of layout will be we will have a brunch in the morning with a full service menu serving primarily typical Dominican foods and dishes, and then sort of not a focus on the food in the afternoon, mostly just coffee and drinks, cafe style. And then tapas bar at night. There will be more of a focus on the typical drinks in the night rather than the food, but everything throughout the whole day will be focused on having everything be local and true to Dominican culture. And we want it to be this way because we are targeting tourists that want to know more about the Dominican Republic. We really want to target especially young college students. This is why we want to transition into the tapas bar so they can have some drinks, especially if they're going to go out later, and just have a good environment for this. They will also be referred to us by other businesses, as well as we will be referring other businesses to them, just in a partnership so we keep good relations with other businesses around in the colonial zone. So if we start with an investment of $500,000, we will, with the expected cost, make a profit in the end of the year because of it being a third world country and things are just a lot cheaper than they would be in, for example, London. Just things like electricity and especially with locally sourced food, everything would be just a little bit cheaper, which would allow us to save money. So for the team, we have the general manager. They are the top level manager. They manage the other supervisors and just the general staff in general. They will work with all the other people. So the finance manager, they will have their own team for accounting, paying the taxes and bills and such. Then we have the head chef. We feel like this is a very important role in the restaurant. Without the chef, there's no menu, and all the other staff, all of the kitchen, look to them for guidance. So they really are an important manager in restaurants. Head of staff would be sort of our human resources manager, doing training, recruiting, benefits, and such. They really care about the well-being of the employees. The supply chain manager would be our operations manager. They deal with sort of the logistics of everything, ordering the food, keeping the inventory, the deliveries, and such, just inputs and outputs. And the head of marketing would be the one to do the partnering with the other businesses, as well as just advertising for the restaurant. So we want to keep everyone motivated, not just the top level or the bottom level, but everyone, from the general manager to any waiter. We want to keep them. We want to keep a high morale in the restaurant and a good environment, a good social environment. Um, and we feel that people are happiest when they're intrinsically motivated to go to work, although we realize that, especially with wait staff and things like that, it's usually the money and extrinsic factors that motivate them to go to work. That's why we want to build a focus on having these relationships so they are more motivated intrinsically to go to work and be productive and have good customer service. I mean, a happy staff will bring in happy customers, and happy customers means more sales. So to do this, we want to apply the style theory of leadership, where we focusing on task behaviors as well as relationship behaviors. By combining them both, we feel like we're going to get the best results. Obviously, we would want to have a high structure, high consideration, but we feel like this is hard to achieve every single day consistently. So although we want to combine them, it will be we will have to focus more sometimes on employee-centered leadership, um, because the employees' well-being really reflects in the way that they treat the customers, and in restaurants, customer service is everything. So we feel like that is the best way to, by focusing on the employees, the best way to manage them and keep them happy, so we keep our customers happy. It'll kind of trickle down, but although this will be applied by all managers, some of them will have to focus more on production-centered leadership, just because of the jobs that they have. So, for example, the finance manager would have to focus more on task behaviors rather than, let's say, the head of staff, which would be focused more on the relationship behaviors of the restaurant. Um, that's just the position that they're in, but it would still, with some having more of a focus on each other, it would still sort of combine both of them into hopefully having a good leadership style throughout the whole restaurant, having high morale for all the employees. And so we feel like by doing this, we'll have a good competitive advantage over the rival restaurants, because a staff with higher morale, and if they work in a better environment, they will be more productive. They will work better and just treat the customers better, or produce better food, higher quality of food of higher quality, and that is really the foundation for the restaurants. And also by having good relationship with the employees, we can really kind of sort of control the way that everyone does things, and if there seem to be some things that are off. For example, the human resources manager would be kind of tracking everyone, make sure that they're still producing at the same level a year later, for example. We can clearly see that and tell them and keep improving, just to give everyone, all the customers and even the employees, just to treat everyone in the best way possible, so we can have success in the business. Thank you.